So having Art with Heart in the classroom throughout the week and throughout the year was a really powerful opportunity for my class to engage in really space and time to explore their emotions, especially through art, which I'm no expert in, and not that I've tried to intentionally shy away from it, but really having the tools that were accessible to me in order to provide and get the support with the Art with Heart coordinator and staff to really allow students to explore their feelings and frustrations, high, low, whatever it may be, through using art. And having that time and space, I noticed it wasn't just individual successes, but students were really connecting with one another, and the peer-to-peer conversations they were having, our weekly art shares, it became a lot more than just personal experiences with dealing with their grief or trauma. It became a connected community and being able to talk about it. So there's a particular student in my class during our year with Art with Heart that really came out of her shell, having the opportunity to do art 3 times a week. I taught her the previous year in 3rd grade, and the student was almost mute, barely talking to me or other students in our class, would often break down crying and hide under the table and really just shut down all of her emotions and her feelings. And having a little bit more time and space in the classroom with Art with Heart, I really just saw her dive into that space as a mechanism to express her emotions. And she really connected not only with the content that we were working on with social emotional learning, but also just having that creative expressive opportunity. So throughout the year, I really saw her come out of her shell, and she was starting to make connections with other students in my class I'd never seen before, just talking about her art, sharing her art. She literally found her voice in that class, in that space, whereas before she would barely say a word. And by the end of our year with Art with Heart, she had a lot of friends, she was excited about art, she was talking more about her feelings, and some of them were really deep and complex, and she was able to sort through some of those layers in that classroom. And expressing emotions is not really okay to do at her home. So understanding that in the classroom space, giving her the freedom to really use art as a tool with our programming with Art with Heart was extremely powerful for her. And honestly, getting that tool to figure out ways to express and use your voice when before you've never been able to, I truly think has changed the trajectory of her experience in school and her experience with her friends, and honestly shaping her own identity. I've seen her this year. She's in 5th grade. She's almost as tall as me, which is kind of crazy now. But she is definitely that happy-go-lucky kid that I saw come out of her shell last year. And knowing her now for the past 3 years, I've just seen her blossom, and I think it had a huge part in that was the opportunity to really dive into art as a tool for her. And I still see her carrying around a notebook, actually, between their classes that they go to. Sometimes at lunchtime she'll show me some of her drawings, and it's just a really cool way that she's connected with her peers and other teachers.